You have to forgive me all for spending all afternoon pretty much running up and forth to the bathroom here. Been winded. My name is Butch Brosman. I am 29 years old and I have suffered my entire life with a horrendous, terrifying, rare disease called Transverse Myelitis. For me, every waking, conscionable moment is absolute pain, agony, and suffering. It just hurts to move, my joints will lock up, sometimes my body just will not respond to what my brain wants it to do. And it's definitely been a very hard life, but I made it through. Thankfully to be here with you today to share my story, and I hope it may help others get involved with the notion of disability rights, and just plain we need to take care of our sick people. We are talking about human lives. It should just be that basic. That was my impromptu ramble. Now I'd like to read what I prepared. A few weeks ago, I started developing these uncontrollable spasms. Suddenly I would find muscles, limbs, and extremities lashing out, twitching violently in their own aimless direction as if possessed with independent sentience. Confusion and fright ran over me like a semi-truck barreling over a subcompact on the interstate. I tried to maintain rationality and reason in order to keep some semblance of weathering through this tempest that struck with no warning. Thus far, I have at least noticed those new tremors and spasms that I'm experiencing have an excellent sense of rhythm, which for someone like me, whose ultimate aspirations of earning a living as a musician, well, this recent complication could be something of a Trojan horse. I'm finding it nearly impossible to play my chosen instrument of the ukulele when I'm having these spasms. However, I appear to be turning into a human metronome. Boy, if Hans Koppel going to get a load of me now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were expecting me to say something uplifting and inspirational today, unfortunately this was your cute feel-good icebreaker. Instead, I would like to take this opportunity here before you to testify about, in the words of the immortal American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, when he was talking about hard times, baby. It's hard times when, as a baby, at only 6 months into life, you are stricken with a viral infection that not only paralyzes you from the chest down, but nearly kills you. When doctors save that baby's life, only to turn around and deliver the horrible burden of bad news and say that they believe this baby is afflicted with a rare disease that they truly know nothing about. Those are hard times. It's hard times when you have to grow up as a child and you can't run around and play with all the other children in the neighborhood. Instead of playing sports or running on the playgrounds, you're stuck in a hospital bed, tied up to machines and bondaged in plastic. When as a full-grown adult, you're afraid to leave the house and join family and friends at functions because you always need to be close to a bathroom at a moment's notice because you have absolutely no control over your basic bodily functions. So you choose to either lock yourself at home within the prison confines of safety and comfort, or you always leave the house with a bag of emergency clothes, expecting shameful action to track. Those are hard times. It's hard times when you are too sick to work decent hours, let alone work a job that will pay living wages. So you struggle to work just to get enough money, pension saved, to see a doctor. After you fought tooth and claw to get to the doctor's office, the doctor tells you that he has no idea what's wrong with you. So he gives you a prescription for any expensive drugs he can think of, and now you're going to have to figure out how you're going to put in a few extra hours just to fill that prescription. When the money is gone, and you just can't afford the doctors or the expensive addictive opiates anymore, so you try to do whatever you can to do to ease your suffering and seek out natural alternative medications. Medications derived from natural God-given plants that have been the only glimmer of hope and relief from the endless perpetual hellscape that is my life. Almost seemingly without any empathy, or perhaps even malice, Uncle Sam looms overhead and cries with omnipotence that these plans and anybody having to do anything to do with them are criminal and are to be punished. Those were hard times. For 29 years now, my life has mostly been hard times. However, I am still a very lucky man. Although it hurts to move any part of my body, and I can barely stand on my own volition, I am kept up by 3 unwavering pillars of support that would strike a Roman architect within me. Loyal friends, supportive family, and a loving wife. Only through the power and determination of these people coming together have I been able myself to endure decades of nothing but hard times. But that's what it takes. People coming together. Once we have the power to do that, we can determine anything. We can overpower these hard times and the good times.